open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
तो हेलो 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 चैप्स, कैसे हो आप सब। मैं वापस आ चुका हूँ एक और न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम के साथ वापस से। और यस, मैं बहुत लेट हूँ। बहुत प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, पेपर भी था मेरा। तो यस, लेकिन फिर भी हम लोग अपना आर्कन क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट करने वाले हैं, जो कि आए हुए 3 महीने हो चुके हैं। 3 महीने 2 महीने हो चुके हैं। मैं एक बार देख लेता हूँ। यस, ये वाला करना, टू द स्टार शाइनिंग इन द डेप्थ्स। तो इसके बाद आगे चैप्टर 5 आएगा, या फिर पता नहीं एक्ट 3 या 4 आएगा, पता नहीं। जो भी आएगा हम लोग उसको खेलने के तैयार है, और मैं रेडी हूँ, मैं काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हूँ। यस, मैं बहुत पहले से आना चाह रहा था, लेकिन कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ गई थी। अब तुम लोगों को पता है मेरी प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत आसान, छोटी मोटी नहीं होती, बहुत बड़ी होती है। और ऊपर से इसीलिए टाइम लग गया आने में। तो वो तुम लोग समझोगे। तो लेट्स गो, मैं ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करूँगा, बात तो तुम्हें देते बताते हैं। Just don't spoil the ending for me this time. ओके, तो तुम लोगों को पिछली स्ट्रीम याद होगी, तो हम लोग पिछली स्ट्रीम में इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे थे नाविया के साथ। और नाविया के साथ हम लोग ने काफ़ी कुछ इन्वेस्टिगेट कर लिया था। और उसके बाद हम लोग यहाँ पे आए थे। तो शायद वहीं से स्टोरी स्टार्ट है। अगर तुम लोग को नहीं पता स्टोरी, तो पिछला स्ट्रीम देख सकते हो। हालांकि मुझे भी याद नहीं है। ठीक से। ओके, एक सेकेंड दो मुझे, शायद तुम लोग को डबल डबल आवाज़ सुनाई देगी। ओके। यही तो है। एक सेकंड, तुम लोग शायद वॉइस नहीं आ रही है।
You're not here to give us trouble, are
अब आएगी,
you?
हाँ सॉरी सॉरी
A blonde
सॉरी, अभी मैंने
traveler
ध्यान
and a
दिया।
chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty?
ओके तो
Always careful not to
लेट्स
talk
गो,
too
देखते हैं
much.
क्या होता है।
Most of the time, anyway.
It's
हालांकि
an
ये लोग
honor to
बोर
meet
बहुत
you
करते हैं,
both.
बहुत ज़्यादा बात
I was
करते
sent
हैं।
from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourilet wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
ओह
Nicolette? He wants to see us again already?
ओके,
Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourilet in person.
ओके तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुई है शायद,
So, but
या मेरे
my
भाई
mom
को
has a
लेकर।
bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my
तो
leave.
पिछले स्ट्रीम में हमने पूछा था उससे
We haven't left the room
भाई
for
के
a
बारे
few
में,
days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
पिछले एक्ट में। सॉरी, मैं एक्ट स्ट्रीम बोल रहा हूँ, एक्ट बोलना चाहिए मुझे। एक्ट क्योंकि एक्ट एक तरह से स्टोरी चलती है। देखो थर्ड वाले एक्ट स्टार्ट हो गई है, तो यस लेट्स गो। शार्लेट इज बिजी कंप्लेन, नहीं यार ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए। रुको एक सेकेंड, द पैंथन। ओके तो शार्लेट यहाँ पे बिजी है, मुझे निकालना पड़ेगा। 2 मिनट दो बस मुझे, ये एक चीज़ें मुझे पहले करनी चाहिए, लेकिन नहीं, मैं सोचता हूँ कि नहीं होगा नहीं होगा कुछ, लेकिन हो ही जाता है कुछ ना कुछ। ओके 2 मिनट दो बस, इसको मैं फ्री करूँ। और मैंने एक कम्युनिटी पोस्ट डाली थी, तुम लोग पता नहीं है, किसी किसी को पता है, किसी किसी को नहीं पता है। अगर नहीं पता तो एक बार कम्युनिटी पर चेक करो। मैंने तुम लोग को पूछा था कि नेक्स्ट सीरीज़ कौन सी स्टार्ट करनी चाहिए मुझे,
Isn't that Charlotte?
तो तुम लोग बता सकते हो। हालांकि कुछ
I
3 ही वोट आए हैं
So you
उसमें,
believe that this
जिसमें से
warning
2
letter was
वोट
sent by the Phantom Weasel?
स्पाइडरमैन डीएलसीज
Absolutely.
को
I've
गए
said
हैं,
it
और
before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never
एक
acts as you
वोट
expect. He
अनचार्टेड।
must have faked his
तो
own death
बाकी
10
तुम
years
लोग
ago
देख
using
सोच
a
सकते हो कि
body
मैंने
double.
सीरीज कितना बढ़िया
Now
डालने
that he's
वाला हूँ,
back, I'm sure the
तो
guards who
इसलिए तुम
worked on
लोग
his case
प्लीज़
back
जाके
in
उस
the
पर
day are
वोट
in
करो,
for a headache. But however this
ताकि
turns out,
मुझे
in the
पता
end,
चले
the
कि मैं
one
नेक्स्ट
thing it
सीरीज कौन
won't
सी
be
स्टार्ट कर
is
सकता हूँ।
boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next?
ओके मैं इसको स्किप कर रहा हूँ जल्दी जल्दी, क्योंकि ये
What a
स्टोरी
coincidence.
पार्ट नहीं है,
Fancy meeting you here.
ये स्टोरी का पार्ट नहीं है, ये सिर्फ
Perfect timing.
कैरेक्टर स्टोरी है।
Huh? Oh, well,
एक
not to
बार
work.
फ्री हो
10 or
जाएगी
so
तो ये
years.
निकल जाएगी इसमें से।
Wow. Precisely. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know. Yeesh. A magician when the police went. Sure enough, I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here. So,
ओके
this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what the read
अगली बार
is
मैं
from
ध्यान
now
रखूंगा
on.
कि स्टोरी को
This is
कंप्लीट पहले
without it,
करनी है
but
मुझे,
what seems-
ताकि हर कॉन्क्वेस्ट में
If this thief will steal anything
दिखा
that other
सकूं।
people value.
स्टोरी को इसकी कोई मतलब नहीं है, कुछ वो
Okay,
कैरेक्टर्स
the
को बिल्ड
people have
करता है
spoken.
बस।
It's clear that.
वैसे
Let's see,
characters
I've
को
got
भी
a
build नहीं
photo of the
करेगा।
letter, my interview notes, something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is? Lenny!
ओके
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lenny.
वो
You see, the original Phantom Thief. Are you serious? Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is.
बहुत देर चलते तुम लोग। हालांकि मुझे ये स्टार्ट नहीं करनी चाहिए थी। ओ भाई पहले इसी कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा, क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer, and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy.
Really? Then, what am I?
Well, first you...
Aw.
And now you're getting a little... You snuck out from...
You can...
Of course.
All right.
लेने
Why, hello.
Well, why don't
Oh, please.
I'm sure that child...
That was nothing more... That, plus you guys on...
Wow.
Wait, really? His warning letters...
Bingo! So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this? Angry?
You read his
ओके
Wait a...
Well,
प्लीज
if he
जल्दी से
is,
खत्म
then
करूं
his warning
यार
is- And if
स्टोरी
he's not,
क्वेस्ट
the mere
दिमाग
mention
खराब
of...
कर
But
रहा है मेरा
I've been prepared...
Really?
To be honest,
You're being far too...
thanks for the comp... A lot of people like... Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower. Just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now.
3 2 1
3, 2, 1.
गायब हो गया
That's the question. Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to...
A surprise?
Oh.
Let me see! It's right there!
ओके ये स्टोरी क्वेस्ट उतना ही बुरा नहीं है अच्छा ही है
Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my...
Don't worry. Since Caesar's...
I can imagine.
लेकिन तब भी मुझे सेव करना है
come
मुझे
back
आर्कन
here.
क्वेस्ट
For
खेलना है
example,
यार
But you used...
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. It sounds like some...
Well noted. Please feel free to... If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You...
ओके फ्री हो गई पता नहीं
So, Lenny... you feel it too, right? So itchy!
Not so itchy then. Well, since you're...
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians. Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
Excellent. Thank you for... The first thing we need to look into is... But if he... And if we're investigating, we should make a move.
ये स्टोरी पता है किसके लेने की है ओके फ्री हो गई थैंक गॉड फ्री हो गई ओके तो कंटिन्यूइंग द आर्कन क्वेस्ट अगेन लेट्स गो नेवलेट से बात करते हैं शार्लेट भी वहीं होगी शायद इसीलिए वो उसको बिजी दिखा रहा था हालांकि 2 कैरेक्टर भी आए थे 3 महीनों के बीच में नए कैरेक्टर्स थे जो कि मैं किसी प्रॉब्लम की वजह से मैं उनको पिक नहीं कर पाया तो यस कोई बात नहीं वापस आ जाएंगे वैसे रीरन तो होता ही रहता है अभी वैसे शायद रीरन हो रहा है साइन और उसका
We're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming, or...
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this.
Okay, a while earlier at a...
If I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright.
सुनिए ना इसने क्या कर दिया ये तो गॉड है ना
I'm sure you're aware that
आर्कन
her
होके इतनी
purpose is
गलती
most
करती है
likely related to Child's recent predicament.
पता नहीं
We convicted one of the Snezhnayan
पर यहाँ पे
harbingers
ये
in a
बड़ा
court of
लगता है
law,
वैसे मतलब
but we have yet to
सब कुछ
provide
ये
any
हैंडल
form of
करता है यहाँ
detailed
का
report on the
Fontaine में
matter.
ताकि
This
सब
does
कुछ
indeed provide an opportunity
बढ़िया
for
रहे
Snezhnaya to put
सही
pressure
रहे
on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
Okay.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the
Yeah,
Hydra
देखा?
Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is
Focalor.
loved and adored by many.
Hello, the god of
So
justice.
I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Okay, तो ये फंस गया क्योंकि हाइड्रो आर्कॉन ने बोला है.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea
ये
party.
कौन है? Then
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
ओह आर्किची. अरे यार ये तो हार्बिंजर. अरे आर्किचिल ने पता नहीं क्या कुछ ऐसे ही नाम है इसका. मैं शायद गलत प्रोनाउंस कर रहा हूँ.
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to
इसको
join
मैंने
us
उसमें देखा था,
today.
ट्रेलर में देखा था.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to
The
thank
Neve.
the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand.
वो ये उसकी मॉम
The
है?
children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood.
नहीं
Perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui.
यार सही.
There's no getting around that.
मैं बहुत कंफ्यूज हो रहा हूँ.
All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Okay.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine, and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
Okay.
An outright refusal.
Hmm.
Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the Fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
Pyro.
The Fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
Okay. तो
And
नेवलेट भी
you've
सोच
showed
रहा है
up
कुछ.
already? Well, Lenny
Taniv.
did say that Father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Taniv won't be easy to deal with.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the Knave.
Could the Knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the Knave possibly have
कुछ तो
to
छुपा
twist
रही
the
lady.
arm of an Archon?
Farina. या फ्लोसर रॉयल क्या नाम है?
Not very likely.
Oracle.
Even though Farina can act a
मैं उसका
little weird at times,
मैं उसका आर्कन नेम भूल
she's
जाता
still
हूँ.
an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the Fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Did he escape?
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the Fortress of Meripede. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance.
Okay. तो child
This
गायब हो
was
चुका
my
है.
proposal during our meeting with the Knave.
तो उसी को
Rather
ढूंढना
than
है.
allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in
Okay,
detail.
okay, हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा.
The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
Oh,
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
did it be more convenient to have an official from Fontaine to do this? But why do we want?
Firstly,
Want
you're
us to
already
go.
acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matter. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary... So, are you two willing to
और क्या
accept my
कोई और
proposal?
चांस है हम लोग के पास, कोई और चॉइस है हम लोग के पास कि हम लोग ना करें? सिंस यू आर इन सच अ टफ स्पॉट, वेल चाइल्ड इज आवर फ्रेंड आफ्टर ऑल.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby
और कोई
accept
चॉइस
this
भी नहीं है ना
physical
कि हम मना
task.
कर सके सीधा सीधा. दोनों में यही था कि हम लोग को करना है.
You
Okay.
two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Erenius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Okay.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to
अरे हर बात में पूछने जरूरी थोड़ी ना, कुछ
Perhaps
बातें
you
खुद
could
से
enjoy
पता
a
करनी
good
होती
meal
है.
and have a nice bath.
पाइमोन.
I'm afraid that
Paglawan.
living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped up charges, we'll be in prison for, on second thought, is it too late to back out?
We have already agreed, Paimon. Just accept it.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this
यार
report,
ये बहुत
you will be compensated according to the
गुस्सा
highest
दिलाती मेरे
standards
को.
permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Oh. Thank you. आ गया केक, खा लिया.
Time to
चल.
act.
ओके, तो चाइल्ड को ढूंढना है. हालांकि पाइमन ने बहुत कुछ पूछ लिया, जिसमें से मुझे सिर्फ इतना ही समझ में आया कि चाइल्ड को ढूंढना है बस. हर हालत में हम ही लोग को ढूंढना पड़ेगा और कोई साथ नहीं देने वाला. कमीशन मिशन भी है लेकिन वो अपने आप कंप्लीट हो जाता है आजकल, पता नहीं कैसे. अरे यार लेट पुरानी पड़ रही है, मैं ऐसे नीचे नहीं घुसा हूँ.
Paimon will have that, and that. Oh, and one of those too. No Fonta, thank you.
You sure ordered a lot. You sure ordered a lot.
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropede. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, कोई फोटो ले रहा है.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Oh no no no.
Hey, you can't hear a taste. And what are you doing here, Charlotte? Oh, don't remind me. I invited
ये
an
पेपर में
eyewitness
डाल
to a
देगी,
case
इसको
to
नहीं
eat
बताना
here,
पड़ेगा.
and I was planning to
मतलब
get
इसको
some
नहीं बताना
great
और क्या.
material out of him, but he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal. You know we can still hear you, Charlotte. Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meropede. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it. No way! We would never! We're just going there to...
ये वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, यही अपने मुंह से निकालेगी.
Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret.
We are going to serve our sentence and redeem ourselves for spoiling the ending of the detective novel in public.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious?
Didn't even think anything of it at the
Sorry.
time.
Paimon really messed up.
वही चीज ना.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Mirapede, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a
नहीं.
story?
नहीं.
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face to face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that, the Fortress of Mirapede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free. So this meal is on me.
Alright, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
मेरे से तो कोई पूछ.
Then it's settled.
ये
The food should be
पाइमॉन
here
उड़ती
any
रहती है
second,
सब
right?
कुछ.
Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
कुछ ज़्यादा ही ऑर्डर कर दिए.
Oh, Paimon's so full.
Okay, thank you.
Well, guess we have nothing to regret.
अरे चुप रहे. Okay. वो जा रहे जेल और जेल में ही पता करेंगे क्या चाइल्ड कैसे डिसअपेयर हुआ. मुझे लगा कोई छुपाया है, या तो हार्बिंजर ही छुपाए हैं कोई, या तो नीव हो सकता है.
Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
अब चुप रहना. एक सेकंड जान, मेरे पास कुछ बच्चे हैं नहीं. ओके, बहुत अच्छा अरीना लग रहा है यार. ऐसे लग रहा है लड़ाई वड़ाई होगी. तो यहाँ पे और भी लोग हैं.
Alright,
अच्छा
Neverland.
वो
we're
गार्ड
ready.
थी किस
Is
टाइप की.
this where the entrance is?
वो गार्ड थी.
Come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the Fortress of Mirapede from Irenaeus.
ओह,
Careful. You may want to step back a bit.
Ooh, so you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the Fortress of Mirapede is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals. But do not worry. It is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Wriothesley. He's a very
भाई अरे भाई
shrewd
साहब क्या
fellow.
इंग्लिश भाई.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
He stands
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any
अरे वो भी दोस्त बन
confrontation
जाएगा,
with him or
मुझे
any of
लगता
his
है.
subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Mirapede.
यहाँ नहीं
That
गए
does
ना
not
हम
mean
लोग.
he is not privy to all that is happening inside and
That was-
outside the fortress.
Firstly,
He is all right. It's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
thank you.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Don't worry.
Good.
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Okay.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the Fortress of Meripede.
Okay, ma'am. Suspend current quest. Okay. Star Shining in quest. Comedy. World quest. Continue the current quest may cause part of the following quest to become occupied. Progress will not be made an occupied quest. Unfinished comedy. World quest. Continue this quest. You can choose the continue quest for the quest menu. हाँ तो मुझे कंटिन्यू करना है, मुझे वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट से कोई मतलब नहीं है, मैं कर सकता हूँ ना अंडर ये ना the quest location is currently involved in the other quest. हाँ ठीक है अच्छा इसके अंदर आना है पाइमन कहाँ गई
Are we already underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
कुछ ज़्यादा ही रास्ते हैं रुक जाओ एक सेकंड पहले इस वाले रास्ते में जाऊंगा तो पहले ओके यही चलना है ना
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep. I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above.
तो क्या तुम लोग हमेशा ही रहते हो
Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That would be us!
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with